All right, so I'm here with Otoxy, the MLB The Show Fall Cup champion. What's up, man?
What's up, dude?
How you doing?
I'm doing real good.
Yeah, I asked you before I started recording, but I assume you're still pretty freaking excited about what went down this weekend.
Yeah, it was crazy. Crazy night.
Yeah, so people, just do you have like a little any sort of background you want to give to people like that maybe don't know you? Like do you stream on Twitch? Do you make YouTube
Uh,
videos?
I do stream on Twitch. Saturday was actually my first stream as an affiliate, which is a wild first affiliate stream. Um, yeah, and I'm really excited to start streaming again.
Yeah, are you gonna do it like pretty consistently, or are you gonna do like is your schedule able to open up for that, or what?
Yeah, I'm actually going to get into that. I'm gonna use my winnings on a streaming PC.
There you go. Yeah, that's probably one of the first questions I was gonna ask you. Is you're $4,000 richer after this tournament win, and then did you qualify in the money for like a stub reward?
Yeah, I did. I was tied for ninth.
Tied for ninth. Okay. Um, so yeah, I was gonna say, what are you gonna do with the 4K? You're gonna improve your setup.
Yep, streaming PC, Elgato. I've pretty much got everything else.
Nice.
Good pitch.
That's good, man. So I don't know. I kind of just wanted to ask you like a couple questions about the tournament. Like, first of all, about the actual bracket itself. Obviously, you went 7-0 on
Yep,
Saturday to win the whole thing because it was single elimination. It was, that's not easy to do 7-0 against really good competition.
yep.
Did you have like a certain game plan in mind, or did you just kind of, try
Um,
to just be locked in, or what?
I tried to be as patient as possible because you just try to get to see as many pitches and stuff like that. Also, I was the road team for the first 6 rounds until the finals.
Really?
Yeah, because of the seed randomization.
Yeah, kind of a weird, a weird thing to happen on the day of the tournament. That's for sure.
Yeah, it was real weird.
So, I mean, do you think you play better on the road, or do you like having that? I like. Do you like being the home team so you can bat last, or does it not matter to you? Or
Usually I prefer being the home team, but I guess I did well on the road, so it's worked out.
yeah, I would say so. So like, as far as like your tournament guys, like who would you say was kind of your MVP of the run? Like obviously I lost in the first round, but throughout the qualifiers, my guy was Griffey. He was just everywhere for me.
Yeah, I'd say there's 2 guys. Max Muncy All-Star card hit
Amazing.
several clutch homers, but also my most consistent player was 99 Ernie Banks, 100%.
Dude, Ernie was doing that for a couple people in this tournament, man. I know he was
Yeah,
really good for DGOS. I don't know, man. Ernie's really tough for me to pitch to, so it doesn't
yeah,
surprise
he's
me.
he's got a real fast swing.
Yeah. What about pitching? What was your pitching strategy going into these? Because most of these were 3 inning games, and like except for the last two, the semis and the finals being 6 and 9. Did you have a certain pitching, bullpen management strategy or anything like that?
Well, in if I got one of my goals, I went to the bullpen immediately, unless I had a matchup that I liked.
Yeah.
But and then my first guy out of the pen was Eric Gagne.
Oh, so you used God? Did you use Jansen too, or just Gagne?
I used Gagne and Jansen, and then I used Britton and that Patrick Corbin as my lefties.
Ah, yeah, dude. That Britain has been hard for me to hit all year. Whether it's the Orioles one, whether it's the
Yep.
Yankees one. I don't know if it's the release point or the speed on it, but I just never seem to make really good
Yeah.
contact against him.
Well, the speed difference between the sinker slider is nasty.
Yeah, it's pretty rough. So are you like well, I mean, you probably are. Are you like a consistent World Series player every season? Are you top
Yeah.
50? Like,
I don't usually grind for top 50, but yeah, I make World Series every season I play in.
that's nice. What's the highest rating you finished at for one ranked season so far?
I think it was like 1050 something.
Nice. Yeah, it's way higher than me. I'm usually at about 900 to 950, anywhere between that range.
Yeah.
So I mean, obviously you won the tournament. You're walking away $4,000 richer. You're using that money to get a nice streaming setup, which is really really good. As far as like MLB 20, do you have any like goals in mind? Anything you want to kind of like strive for, whether it be channel growth, whether it be something in game? Like, do you have like a kind of a roadmap of things you want to kind of do when the next game comes out?
I just want to try to be consistent with content. Just stream, and I would consider YouTube, but we'll see where that goes.
YouTube is kind of
Oh, good
intimidating.
swing.
Is that out?
It is.
Woo! YouTube is pretty intimidating to start, but it really is all about just starting. By the way, I don't know what that was. I mean, I was on it for the most part, but okay, contact kind of weird. I don't know. I was gonna say something else. YouTube is pretty overwhelming at first when it comes to getting started and getting your feet wet with it and everything. But really, once you kind of start getting a little bit consistent with your uploads and see, how it works and how it goes, like things just kind of start to fall into place. But
Right.
like you said, being consistent with it really helps. Is there any sort of tips or anything you would give to a newer player or somebody who's maybe on the brink? Now that you're like a tournament champion, you've won a considerable amount of money playing the game. I feel like a lot of people are going to want to come to you for some sort of tips or some sort of advice on the game. So do you have any advice to people, let's say, that are struggling with hitting? Let's start with that first.
Well, being patient is my biggest thing. Like, I've worked so many clutch walks that started rallies. But also just in general, not giving up when you get down. Just like, you got to get that negative mindset out of your head when you get down. I had several comebacks in the tournament that I think a lot of people wouldn't have had because they were hurting themselves with their mindset.
Yeah. There you said Max Mose. That was a good swing. It's foul, but that was a freaking got the bat head out on that one. So like when like you said, you've made a ton of comebacks in the tournament. Like your mindset was just don't give up. If he can score this many runs, so can I, sort of thing. Damn, you just hit all three of those.
Three in a row.
During that last game, the finals, which was obviously a 9-inning game, I know you came from behind to win, didn't you?
I did. He took a 5-1 lead, and I won 6-5.
Yeah, I mean that's not easy to do, especially in a game of that sort of, with that much on the line. That's not easy to have that mindset, and so. Yeah, so being patient and kind of having that attitude is a really big thing. Anything else as far as hitting, whether it be, do you use power swing, X swing, like what PCI do you use, stuff like that?
I use reticle. I also am one of the only people that still use strike zone 2. And I know a lot of people don't use that.
The camera angle?
Yeah.
Yeah, I tried to use it at the beginning of the year, but I just felt like I didn't need to change from strike zone.
Right.
What is it about strike zone 2 that you like more?
I don't know. It just worked better. I feel like I chase less, which is kind of weird. But
I mean, hey, if it works, it works.
Better, yeah.
I think it's safe to say it works out for you.
Yep.
So yeah, you got. Oh, and now what about pitching? Is pitching for you more about location? Is it more about velocity versus or pitch speed differentials? Like, what's your game plan when it comes to pitching in a competitive game like this?
The biggest thing with pitching is you cannot become predictable, because the top players, if they think they know what's coming, they will hit it.
Yes, I can definitely say I've had experience with that.
Yep.
And what type of pitchers, not even just in the tournament, what type of pitchers do you like to use? Are you more like, do you like guys with better control? Do you like guys with better per nines? Obviously, if you can get the best of both worlds, that's great. But,
right, like most of my guys in my God Squad rotation are the best of both worlds. Like, still have Kershaw. I have 99 Sale.
Crush 2. Everything you hit hard right now is going foul, by the way.
Yeah, which is weird because I have not played since that last tournament game.
You're out here grinding. Yeah, so you like the best of both worlds type of guys, but well, let's say in this tournament, for example, auto shift. Hello. Like, how did you go about building your rotation? I mean, obviously it's 3-inning games, so it really isn't that big of a deal at the end of the day because most of the time you're going to go about using your bullpen.
Right.
But as far as like your high diamonds and your mid tier, which I assume is that Matthew Boyd card
Yeah,
you're using, right?
I like Matthew Boyd. People haven't seen him, and he has good pitch speed differentials and control.
And I think the fact that people haven't seen him, that probably goes with your point of not being predictable.
Exactly.
Yeah. That's good. Woo! Yeah, that's why Griffey was so good for me.
Yeah, Griffey's a monster.
Everybody says they get bad animations with him, and I just don't see it.
I've seen a couple, but I'm nothing to warrant me taking him out of the lineup.
Yeah. So right now, tournament aside, just what's your... Obviously, the 10th inning program will come out a little bit later this week, so we don't know who's going to be in that yet. But as of right now, at this moment in time, what is your end game starting lineup?
I think I have my end game right now.
Is this... Well, this is your tournament team,
Oh,
right?
that's true. Okay. So, I have behind the plate Jorge Posada. He's been the best catcher I've used all year.
Switch hitting.
Switch hitting.
Defense is like average, right? But that power
Yeah,
is probably
I mean,
too
honestly, catchers this year, even like he's played just as good as Pudge. Let's see. I got Lou Gehrig at first base.
Okay, same here.
I still use Alomar. He's good. I kind of want to try Jackie Robinson.
I've been thinking that too, actually.
I don't even use helmets anymore.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know how, but he has a problem with booting ground balls.
Dude, I've actually seen that more in these past, like, maybe 5-6 weeks than I have since he's been released.
I couldn't stand him anymore.
Like, and he's got 91
Yeah,
defense.
he shouldn't be booting ground balls, but he does.
Yeah, I don't know if it's because it's not... Like, I see the diamond badge on the defense, and I, like, am saying, okay, this guy's obviously...
He should make the play.
Yeah. And it's like, you know, sometimes I forget that maybe the defense is 91 instead of 99, so I feel like he'll make every play. And, you know, if he boots one once in a while, that's whatever. You know, it's just... It is what it is. But when he's booting, like, one per game, it's like, hold up a second. Like, this just is a little odd.
And they came out and said that people with the diamond badge don't miss routine plays, but that hasn't been the case.
Yeah, I forgot about that. That was a while ago, wasn't it?
Yeah.
All right, so who are you playing? Is it
Ernie Banks? It is Ernie Banks. Third base is Chipper Jones. He's my favorite card. Like,
really,
out of everyone.
So you like Chipper over a guy like Alex Bregman or Arenado, or?
I think Alex Bregman's one of the best bench bats in the game.
Yeah, he's better than Frank.
So I use him on the bench. But Chipper's switch hitting ability, his swing is super smooth. And then my outfield left to right goes Griffey, Mays, and who is it? I'm blanking right now.
Bellinger, Dawson.
Yeah,
Gwynn.
Bellinger. That's
Yeah,
right. Bellinger's a monster.
That Bellinger card, man, when he came out, he changed it for me because in right field I had Tony Gwynn for the longest time. And he was fine, and he would make plays in the outfield. He'd be fine. But I just, at one point, I don't know if it was a switch that just, like, got flipped. I couldn't hit with him anymore. Like, I couldn't find a gap. I couldn't get anything to drop. It was bad, so I had to change.
It was right around the same time they changed the home runs per 9.
Probably was, yeah.
I had that same issue with him. Also, he started missing random fly balls, and I couldn't take it.
Yeah, I was playing somebody in the qualifiers, and I think he had Tony playing center, and he was just running past balls left and right, and I was like, remind me to never put Tony Gwynn at center field.
Right.
But yeah, I think... Go ahead.
I was using Vlad Sr. before Bellinger came out, and he hit so many tanks.
Dude, Vlad is so good.
He's so powerful, but that defense kind of killed me.
Yeah, you see the 99 fielding, you get all excited, and then you look at the 70 fielding, and you're like, or the 99 arm strength, I mean.
Yeah.
And then you look at the 70 fielding, and you're like, wait a minute.
Yeah.
Is what it is, though. So yeah, I mean, my team's not too much different than yours. I'm playing Bregman at third right now. I have Johnny Bench behind the dish for me. Just trying to think if there's any other changes I have. Obviously, I still have Wagner at short instead of Ernie Banks. And did you use your creative player at all in the tournament?
Yeah, my creative player is behind the dish.
Okay, he's the catcher. Nice. And did you use the gold or did you use the diamond?
I use the gold.
Okay, yeah. It basically gives you like another diamond in there, yep. Right? Like with the equipment and everything. Yeah, so that's a pretty smart way to do it.
Had people try to forfeit me in the qualifiers for using him, even though everyone was using him.
Yeah, I mean, that's one thing. Like, tournament definitely had some issues with certain things being clarified in the rules and things not communicated with the players.
Yeah.
What do you think? First of all, what do you think about the tournament was actually done really well? Do you think there was anything in the tournament that actually like is a positive to take away from it?
I like
as far
how
as the structure.
I like how the qualifiers were done if there just weren't so many of them.
Mm-hmm.
Just four weekends. It's tough. I mean, I was able to do it, but there were times when I'd much rather be doing something else. But
yeah,
I mean, it was worth it all in the end.
Yeah, for sure.
It's gone. Oh my god.
Is there a wind in this game?
Probably.
It looks like it's blowing to left. Let me see here.
Yeah, it's straight left.
Straight left. So yeah, that's the qualifiers. And as far as like the actual tournament itself, 3-inning single elimination. Obviously, it worked out for you. You're the champion, and I'm sure you wouldn't want to change anything about that. But as far as the structure for an overall competitive environment, is there anything you would change about that?
Yeah, it needs to be at least 6 innings. I'm fine with the qualifiers being 3, but as far as actual tournament play, when you're in a single elimination, 3 innings is not enough.
No, definitely not. Not in baseball.
Nope.
And I get that the tournament moves faster on single elimination, especially for shorter games and stuff. Even though people like couldn't report their games.
Yeah, that was a weird thing. I don't know why they couldn't just use the events tab in the qualifiers.
I'm not sure. Basically, I mean, like for me, I think the biggest thing is just like I think SDS needs somebody in charge of like an esports sort of thing to be with ESL running that. So problems.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
It's just
somebody who knows how the game works.
That's all. Yeah, that's all we're asking for. It's just like, you know, we can't be sitting here with people who have never played the game trying to tell us what's a forfeit and what's not when they don't know what's going on. But yeah. What about this? What about if less people qualified? So it was like 64 or 32, but the qualifiers, instead of 4 3-inning games, you played 2 9-innings. So you basically have less qualifier games, but less people actually qualify.
Yeah, that could work.
I think I like that a little bit better because wouldn't that kind of make the qualifiers even more competitive? Because you know, if you go 3-1 in a weekend and you lose 1 3-inning game, it's pretty easy to say I still walked out of there with 65 points. You know, if you lose a 9-inning game, like you don't have as much opportunity to get that ground back. So
100%.
that's something I thought of, and I don't know if people would be down for that or not. But here's Gane. Okay.
And what's good is I don't mind using him for just 1 out because I still have Kenley.
Yeah, exactly. I've only used Gane a handful of times. I got him from my Angel in the Outfield series, but I've only pitched with him like a little bit.
Yeah.
Is he your favorite arm in the game out of the pen?
It's probably still Kenley.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's my closer. It's just when I need to shut it down.
Is there any cards in the game that other people absolutely just rake with that you can't seem to figure out? Like for me, it's Frank Thomas. I can't hit with Frank Thomas.
That's exactly what I was thinking. I still have good stats with Frank, but he doesn't feel great when I use him.
Yeah. I don't know what it is. Like obviously, if he comes in and he gets pinch hit for a lefty, and there's a lefty on the mound or whatever, and I'm terrified of facing him, so I always I always switch to a righty, obviously. But he still just hits tanks off me when I use a righty. But when I bring him up to the plate, it's literally just like a ground ball back to the pitcher.
Right.
I can't hit with him. All right, here we go. Last out, bro.
Man, I'm struggling. I'm just missing these balls.
Here we go. I do float some pitches sometimes with Kenley for sure. So hopefully I don't do that right here.
Like that.
Yeah, pretty much, dude. That is not how I wanted this first pitch to go. Dude, Jordan was so good for me off the bench.
Yeah, he's solid.
All right,
Man, he had a clutch double in one of the comeback wins I had.
Damn, man.
Oh, that's staying up. Oh,
Yeah.
man. Hey, GG.
GG, man. Yeah, you had definitely a lot of foul ball lineouts. Just
Yeah.
you haven't played in a couple days, makes sense. But
Yeah.
hey, man, I appreciate you coming on and doing this little interview.
Yeah, 100%.
I'm obviously gonna leave your links to your Twitter and Twitch and everything in the description. But if you want to just plug that now, let people know where they can find you.
Yeah, my Twitch and Twitter are just the same as my name, Otoxii, Otoxii.
Nice. All right, man. Well, I appreciate you doing this. Congratulations again on your $4,000 weekend.
Yeah.
And I wish you the best of luck in the next time we have one of these, and I'm sure you'll probably play in some community tournaments coming up.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So this is definitely not the last you'll be hearing of Otoxii, ladies and gentlemen. So appreciate it, man.
Thank you.